Up first this evening, in their own words, students heading back to school say they are delighted to be occupied with learning and development once again. But as Giovanni Dennis now reports, some students are concerned about school fees, internet connectivity, and the home environment and how it will affect learning for some of their peers.
In just over a day, thousands of students across the island will resume school. And although classes will be online, many are still excited.
We've been home for so long. It's almost as if we've been home on this long weekend that never seems to end. Going back to school gives our lives some more purpose. It allows us to have things set out to get done for that day.
Rihanna Robinson is a sixth former and the Public Relations Officer for the National Secondary Students Council, NSSC. Others are also looking forward to school, but with concerns. Jaden Hewitt attends Cornwall College and is General Secretary for the NSSC.
I know that our telecommunication system or framework here is a bit flawed. Additionally, I'm concerned about my fellow secondary students who don't have access to devices and are in urgent and desperate need. I believe that something needs to be done.
How is it that a student in the most rural areas of Montego Bay who has no electricity or internet, how will they receive the same quality education that is being given to the students who can attend classes virtually in the corporate area?
The Education Ministry says it is partnering with telecommunications providers. Here's the Acting Chief Education Officer at a recent back-to-school webinar.
We have started a series of conversations with our telecom providers to make sure that this can be supported, and that's part of the blended approach going forward. And a part of the blended approach also involves the learning kits, the printed learning kits. So we are conscious that a number of our schools in the deep remote areas may not be able to log on to the internet because of the infrastructural challenges with those devices. And so the Ministry of Education has put systems in place.
For Rihanna, who attends Immaculate Conception, school fees are too high.
Sixth form students in particular. We know that the government pays for the tuition for grades 7 to 11 students. However, what happens to us in sixth form? We are still public secondary students, and our parents have really been struggling during this time. They have exhausted all of their savings as well as had a drastic loss of income during this time.
Kyle Watson, who attends Manchester High, is worried for students who learn better in person.
The concern I have though with the reopening of school is that of how my peers will manage online, seeing that we all have different learning styles and also that our home environment might not allow for some of our cameras to be on during online sessions.
But Education Minister Favour Williams says students who are unable to turn on cameras during class should be accommodated.
The students can listen and hear what's going on. And the students should know their particular situation. So, if you're not able to turn on your video, then it would stand to reason that you should use whatever other means you can.
The Education Ministry has insisted that no student will be left behind. Giovanni Dennis, TVJ News.